What's up, guys, and welcome to another live stream. It is Thursday. It is coming up for 6:30 p.m. in the evening, and we are going to be doing another course recommendation tonight. And this one seems to be a fairly popular one because it keeps popping up in the live chat. People keep chatting about it. And I can't remember who the creator is, but I'm pretty sure it's somebody that is in the chat. So let's have a look and see what comes up when we search for this course, and when a few people jump into the live chat, we'll find out whose course it is. It may tell me when we actually go into the search, but let's have a look. We are playing Manor. There we go. I think that should do it. Manor Golf Club. Oh, it's a smudgy course. Alright, so hopefully Smudge will jump into the live stream at some point. It is handicap rated. He's got 469 plays, 4 out of 5 stars, just over 7,000 yards, normal fairways, medium fast greens, and it is rated as easy. So let's get this one underway. Let's just say some hellos to the people in the chat. Ariel, welcome to the live stream. Thank you very much for joining again. Don't worry about missing out on the last couple. No problem at all. You can always watch them on YouTube if you miss them when they go live. And Seago Guitarist, welcome back. There is a gent that is becoming quite the regular. Alright, we are going to go for the furthest tees, which are the gold ones. We are going to go for pin set number 1. And we are going to get this round underway. Yeah, all good. Begin round. Fairways normal, greens normal, green speed, medium fast. Time of day, weather, wind direction, all default. So we'll see what that's like when we get into the into the game itself. So I don't know whether anybody saw the latest video that 2K have posted up today. I think they're doing very similar to what they did with the actual pros that they're adding into the games. They're now into the new game. They're actually doing the same with the courses, and the one that they mentioned today in a short little video was TPC River Highlands, which is a cracking course. It really is. So I'm really pleased that they've got that in there. It's a great course to play. It was, if I remember correctly, part of the last EA Sports game. So it'll be nice to see it back in there. Let's have a look. Dan's in. Hey, welcome, Dan. If Smudge wants, I can try and get some feedback notes to him from watching. Yeah, I'm sure if he doesn't tune in live, he'll watch it on YouTube. Sega, had to work today. Nice way to wind down. Work in a care home with dementia patients can be tiring, especially with the muggy heat today. Yeah, I would imagine that can be. I mean, it's quite a, I believe it's quite a tough job. It's not something that I would like to do. I would imagine it's very, very rewarding though. So hats off to you for doing that. Right, nice wide open fairway here. Nothing really to give me any bother on this first hole. Really nice and simple so far. Nothing really, no real issues here. The bunkers, I mean, that's a tricky little pin position there, because you've got to flight it over the bunker and then try and stop it. We've got a 7-iron here, so it is going to be tricky to stop. It's playing 170. I am going to go in here with the 7-iron. I'm going to try and drop it a little short. It's gone a bit right. I'm hoping it's going to bounce out of that rough. Yeah, we're going to hold the green. Hey Shane, how's it going? Yeah, so apologies guys. I will throw out another apology today for last night's stream. I mean, first of all, it didn't get off to the greatest start when I didn't have my mic switched on. So for the first 30-40 seconds I was chatting away to myself until Dan very kindly told me that I wasn't, he couldn't hear me. And then we got into the course, which, let's be honest, was not the greatest course that I think I've ever played or anybody's ever seen. And needless to say, I shan't be playing that again. I'm an activity leader, so don't do the extra hard work. Huge respect for the care staff. Yeah, it's any kind of care job, mate. No matter what sort of level or what activity you're involved in, I do think it's very, very tough work. You know, you've just got to look at what the NHS staff have been doing over the last 4 months here in the UK for the people around COVID-19. It's just been absolutely incredible. And I really do take my hat off to them, because I would imagine at times it can seem like a very thankless job, but there are many, many people that owe their lives to the people that work in the care industry, that's for damn sure. Right, didn't get the birdie there on the first hole. Need to pay attention to the stroke indexes, because we know that this has been handicap rated. It's a strange looking little rock in the background there. I don't know what that was. It looked like a bell. So that's playing 130 yards uphill. Stroke index 2, second hardest hole on the course, and I would imagine it's because of this approach shot to the green with that uphill lie. It should stop quite quickly. Yeah, I mean that. What are these greens? 162. They're not hard. They're quite soft, because that club, that 132 club, normally gets a good couple of yards roll out. Right, first birdie of the round. Hole number 3, 489 yard par 4, stroke index 10. Nothing too challenging on this course. I mean, I like the movement that Smudger's put into these fairways, you know, the lefts and rights. Could probably do with a little more. I mean, he did say that he makes his courses nice and simple. That's going to run all the way out. He did say he makes his courses nice and simple. He's got some nice changes in elevation. He could probably add a little bit more depth to the bunkers. Just pull them down a little bit more, just to make them a little, get them having a little bit more, raise the edges up a little bit and pull the centres down a little bit, just to give them a little bit more depth, if that makes sense. Depth is in perception as well. I'll try and run this up to the flag, I think. I knew that was going to come up a little short because it was in the rough. It's coming round really, really nicely to the flag, and that's going to leave me about 10 feet, 7 feet. And that's it. I like a lot of the ideas, just could use a little sprucing up. Rohan, welcome to the live stream. So Shane's asking me what I would like to see in a course. I would like to see playability is key for me, and this course has got playability, so you can't grumble with that. What I think this course lacks is, I mean, it's got the changes in elevation, it's got the nice flows. This particular hole's got the split in the fairway, which is nice. I just think you could really, this course would probably benefit from more trees. I mean, and I will give you I'll give you a classic example. Wait till we get to the green, and I'll show you exactly what I mean. And trees are not difficult either. So it's one of those that with very little work, because what you can do is you can plant in groups of trees, so you get a lot of bang for your buck with the trees. So here's a classic example. So you see this, I don't know whether I can move it. See this area here at the back. I know there's a tee box here. There's some tee boxes here. But this area at the back, you could fill that entire area, and here, and here. Fill all of this with trees. Fill it all with trees, and it would just frame the green more. I suppose that's what I'm. That's the kind of thing that I would like to see. Just a little bit more framing around the green. Don't get me wrong; it's a fantastic looking course. I just think the trees, as they are right now, just seem a little auto-generated. The layout of the trees. I mean, I do like the little changes in elevation. Like this bit here, you can see the green is slightly raised. I love that. I think that's fantastic. I mean, that sort of elements you see at Augusta. You know, the things where it's just slightly raised, so it just adds a little bit of elevation in there. You know, nothing too much along the lines of slopes on the greens. So he's stuck to the rules that ninjas laid down. Right, we're going to leave ourselves under the hole here. Yeah, and that's exactly it. It just frames the elements of the whole. It doesn't. You don't necessarily need vast amounts of planting. Um, it just needs something behind it, and I mean, I hate to say it, but you know, the stands are not great when you don't play with a crowd in the stands. I mean, I don't know whether he's put crowds in. I mean, this is a cracking looking golf hole. Cracking looking golf hole. I mean, this doesn't need anything more. The the bunker in the front and the water around it, absolutely spot on. Absolutely spot on. The only thing I would say is you could probably just fill this area out the back here with some more trees. That's all. That's all. It doesn't. This course does not need a lot in order to make it really really nice. I mean, it's great and it's playing brilliantly. It really is. And that's but I mean, don't get me wrong, guys. I am by no means a designer. I'm a golfer. I play golf. As well as playing golf games, I play golf, and that's the thing that. I mean, my course, my local course that I play at, that doesn't have a great amount of trees. It's got some hedges, but it's got loads of elevation changes. You know, we were talking, you know, real steep slopes to a little valley and then a raised green with a water feature on the right hand side, but it doesn't need an awful lot. This course doesn't need an awful lot to change it. And to take it up at, you know, if you were taking it up an extra level, if we're talking about levels, it doesn't need much to take it up the next level. Hey Brian, welcome to the live stream. I mean, another great. I mean, the layout of the golf holes is really, really good. Really good. I mean, what you've got here, you've got a really difficult driving area, but you've got another option here that you can use. Um, you know, maybe some planting around the edge of the water. I noticed he had some rocks on the previous hole. Got a few rocks down here. But yeah, nothing really to grumble about. It's the layout of the holes is really, really good. I mean, it's a tricky hole for me, this one, because I'm going to run out of fairway if I'm not careful. So a nice golf hole that requires some thought. I do like the work he's done around the clubhouse. I think that's looking really good. Right. Because of that, we're not now going to... I mean, that's a really well... I mean, that's the thing, is that he's done little bits of planting. Like, there's a little bit of planting there and a few rocks. And you don't need to do it all the way around, but I think it needs to be sporadically inconsistent, if that's a term. All right, we've left ourselves a nice angle on the flag now. Those bunkers are a little better at the back there. Little bit more depth on those. You can see that if I drop that down. Yeah, a little bit more depth, a little bit more shape. That one there could probably be a little deeper. The one that's a little bit closer. Yo, there we go. This one here. But all in all, I mean, it's a nice course. It's a nice course with 6 holes in, 4 under par, going along nicely. That's rolling down to the right. Not a great deal, I might add, but let's loft it up anyway, just to try and slow it. Too much. Tim, I'd love to hear your thoughts on my second course, Ticon Forest. Not as good as Cabango, but pretty decent if you want to add it to the list. I definitely will. Will. Watching TW on YouTube and watching TW on the telly at Memorial. Ah, Tiger Woods, he's back in action. How's he doing at the moment, Dan? I knew that he was going to play. I knew that it was going to be his first event back. Is he getting on all right? Hey, Smudge, playing your course, mate. Playing your course, going along really nicely at the moment. Really enjoying it. We're just discussing the finer details of the course and some of the bits and pieces that we think could be added to the course in order to take it up that extra little level. But all in all, playability is really, really nice, Smudge. I'm really enjoying playing it. If you go back and watch the first 6 holes on YouTube, you'll catch up with what I said around planting and framing holes and framing features on the holes. Some of the holes don't need anything. Other holes need a few more trees, a little bit more depth to the bunkers and whatnot. But yeah, it's nice. It's playing nice. Really, really, really enjoying it. I'm going to drop this down because of this lie. Yeah, what a 3-ball that is. Tiger, Brooks and Rory. Bloody hell. I bet they're all hitting it miles. Hey Benny, how's it going? Much better course today. Much better. Better than the course I played yesterday. I'm not going to be too brutal about it. I think I was slagging it off a little bit too much yesterday, to be honest with you. But if you guys want to slag it off, be my guest. But I've said my piece. Alright, I think that was a par after that beautiful string of birdies. Yeah, 5 birdies and then we get a par, so it's okay. We've still got no red figures on the board. Nice bit of planting there just to the left of the tee box. That's the kind of stuff that you sort of need more of. Smudge, and I don't know whether you ran out of time or you wanted to make it simple. I mean, this kind of stuff down here, that's great. That's great stuff, but down by the water there, really nice. Okay, what am I doing now? Let's see if we can get this back in the fairway. Another tricky shot. Gonna run out of fairway. Yeah, really have to think about club selection, which is really nice. Hey Ninja, how's it going? I was going for easy, maybe I overdid it. Maybe you underdid it, mate. That's all. You underdid it. But that's fine, you can always go back and make a second version. Even the best do it. Even the best do it. Just go back and add a few more bits in. Come back and we'll play it again, have another look at it. It's great, it's playing nicely. I'm very well, Ninja. Thank you very much for asking. Very well. It's Thursday. It's Friday evening. Got the virtual pub quiz tonight, so looking forward to that. Always a good Thursday night treat. Get the old gin and tonic in hand and get right into the game, right into the virtual pub quiz. I don't know whether you guys have been playing it. I mean, you guys in the States might not know about it, but it's this guy that started a virtual pub quiz when the country went into lockdown for COVID-19, and he does it on YouTube, and he's had some right celebrities backing him, and every bit of money that he makes through patrons or Patreons or sponsors or whatever, he just chucks it all straight to charity. And I think in like 16 weeks he's made like 70 grand or something. It's just brilliant, really brilliant. You do like the old skinny little fairway in the landing zones, don't you, Smudge? I've noticed that every single landing zone, the fairway sort of narrows in. Look at the hedges. Where's the hedges? Let's have a look at the hedges. I think he means the hedges. What? Hey! Look at those bad boys. Damn, Smudge. What does it say? Coal Manor. Hey! The boy's got some skills with the hedges. Nice. Nice little touch there, mate. Nice touch. Alright, what are we going to finish the front nine out? Let's have a look. Let's see if we can get this in for birdie. We can. Alright, we are 6 under through 9. 6 birdies, 3 pars. No red numbers so far. So, enjoying the course. Enjoying it immensely. Par 3. Another great hole that doesn't need... I would say this doesn't need anything. Let me just have a quick look at something. The only thing that you might want to do is that back bunker just needs a little bit of smoothing out, because it's just bubbling a bit at the back there. I know they're really difficult to do, but that's the only thing. Maybe that front bunker. I know, you see, look at that. Watch the front bunker. Look how it pops when you move in. They both pop. You can see it there. It's really difficult to get right. Have I pushed this into the water? No, I think I might be alright. Is it going to hold? Is it going to hold? No, but I think we're going to have a putt from there. The only problem with making the clubhouse a feature like that is that you spend a lot of time on it, but it never really gets the attention that it deserves. Unless your clubhouse sits a lot lower than the hole that you're playing, you never really get to see it. So if your ninth hole tee box or 18th hole tee box or any of the holes around the course were a lot higher than the clubhouse, that's the only real time you would actually get the benefit of seeing the clubhouse. I think I saw it on hole 4 or 5, just off to the right, but you don't really get the advantage, or you don't really get that visual advantage to be able to see the clubhouse. So it almost feels like it's wasted time and effort. I like that putt. I enjoyed that putt. So when you use auto-gen trees, does it not utilise your meter? Didn't know that at all. Didn't know that. But then again, I'm not a big creator, so oh, that's a nice one. You can make it across. I wonder how many people play that short shot because they... Whoa, did that hit the tree? Because they don't realise they can get across the river. I really enjoyed the putt. Yeah, thanks, Seago. Thanks very much, mate. It is uphill to this hole. I wonder how much this 34-yard gap wedge flop shot is going to run out. I added a little bit extra on it as well. I was hesitant because it was an uphill slope to the flag, that it wasn't actually going to get there, but it more than got there, and then some. Mayo put it in the bin. Put it in the drink, going for it on. You can have a full plot of autogen trees with an empty... Ah, that's interesting. That's interesting. The only problem is, you can delete individual auto-generated trees though if you demolish the area, can't you? This is an interesting looking hole. This is a really interesting looking hole because it looks like the fairway splits into two, and it's like a peninsula green, but you can choose which angle to attack the flag from. That's interesting. I don't think I've seen that. Yeah, I haven't seen that before. I think that's a really good feature, and that all depends on the pin position, in my opinion. Because here, if I go this way, I'm going to have a really good angle on the flag. If I went this way, look at that angle on the flag. It's tight. It's really tight. So that's a really good. That's nice. That's really nice. I like that a lot. Waiting for the wheelbarrow, mate. I haven't had one today. Unusually. This should be close if I get it nice. Ooh, that came up a lot shorter than I thought. I actually added some to that and it came up 92 yards. That's very strange. I didn't notice a significant change in the landscape. You're welcome, Smudge. I mean, it's not... For me, it's not about rookies and professionals. You know, you guys threw the recommendations out there. I'll play anything, as you see from yesterday. I'll play anything. It might not. It might get the sharp end of my tongue if it's not a particularly nice course. But none of it's said in malice. You know, there's no hard feelings. If that was, you know, that guy put a lot of time and effort into that course. Whoever it was, you know, he or she put a lot of time and effort into that course, and you could see that from the amount of rocks that we used on the course. Wasn't to my taste. I would imagine somebody will like that hole. Somebody will like that course. It's just not for me. This is more my kind of course, and it's not about scoring well. It's about playability for me. I'm more of a player than I am a creator. So I would much rather have the designers spending time and effort creating great courses for us that are playable and not spending their time creating Mickey Mouse rubbish. Once more, came up a little bit shy. Oh, I didn't quite turn. A little bit hard, and I did push it a little bit to the right, so that could have been the reason why that didn't go in. Weight was beautiful. Wow, few people in here tonight. Welcome, guys. Thank you very much for joining the live stream, and thank you for joining the chat as well. I do really appreciate it. Another great par... Mate, you do the par 3s really nicely. I mean, I can see there's the other par 3 there in the distance. Across the... You can see it running across the back there. You've had the tees over here, because I remember we looked at those bunkers. So, really, really good job on the par 3s. I don't think the par 3s need any work at all. Not these ones round the water, anyway. I don't think they need any work at all. I mean, I don't know what else you could do to actually make them better. I mean, there's nothing. Really is nothing. I mean, maybe you could put a bunker there just for any of those sort of front pin positions, just to cover it off. Which means that you have to carry water bunker before you get to the green. But yeah, it's the par 3s are great. Really, really nice. I've mucked up my line now. Oh, it's going to be big. It's going to be too big. Slow, slow, slow. Okay, that's alright. and the putts aren't too easy around the hole. No yellow lines. That Ninja's 9-block rule. Constructive criticism is necessary to make sure all those hours are used effectively to create the best version of your course you're designing. Mate, absolutely summed up in a sentence to perfection. So you go, Rowan agreed, something I've had to learn to accept as a musician. Not every opinion and all advice is helpful, but some of it is crucial. Yeah, perfect. Opinions are like arseholes. Everybody's got one. Nice little change in elevation here. I like this. I like this. Could be framed though. A little bit more framed. I think what you've got here is... I'm not entirely sure what I would do differently here. Maybe make the angle tighter. Yeah. And make it sooner. So what it does is it allows people to try and go over the trees, cut the corner, or draw or fade the ball round the corner. Still have it on the plateau at the top there, but just bring it further round. You've still got the hill up there. Just bring it further round, a little bit tighter, that's all. Because you've got nothing to challenge this tee shot, that's what I mean. I mean, it's stroke index 3, and I don't really get why this is stroke index 3. It might be the elevation on this next shot. Yeah, don't know. My main issue with the way HB implemented player courses is that you can't remove any of your created courses. I hope they do something. Yeah, I found that as well. You can't delete your course once it's up. Right, let's have a look at this. I think this might be because of the change in elevation here, but I could be wrong. All right, 180. This is playing 196. Let's fully loft this. I still think it might be a little long. It did look like there was a little bit of a backstop there, so I'm hoping it catches that. Yeah, it looks like it has. It's coming back down a wee bit. I wouldn't say the course is easy. I mean, if you want to play easy courses, some of the ones, I can't remember the first one that was in the game, in this game. You know, you've got drivable par 4s even on the furthest tees back. You know, you could easily shoot 16 under par on that. So, I mean, that's it. Whoa, I hit that way too hard. That might be why. It's stroke index 3. Right, so I've left myself a tricky putt here now for par. We get it in. Nice. Keep those red numbers away. Alright, we've got stroke index 17, stroke index 1. So we've got an easy one, a tough one, and one bang in the middle. So let's see what the easy one's like. I think this is because this is a par 5. It's not incredibly long, and it's downhill, so we should easily be able to drive this one in 2. Yeah, it's way over 300 yards. So we're going to have 200 and I was going to say 220, but it's 230. I mean, the green is small. What's this bit round the back, Smudge? Is that just a cheeky little design feature you got going on there? All right, I say it's drivable, but the sort of the neck, the throat of the green is quite difficult to get to. So I might just try and get it down onto the green and then worry about putting it. But needs a bounce. Oh, a little bit shy. Yeah, there's a huge difference between yesterday and today. I mean, this is a playable golf course. That's the difference. All right, we just hit the double figure mark. Now we've got the par 3. All right, let's have a look at your waterfall work here. Can we zoom out? There we go. That's some nice work, mate. That's some nice work. I'm not sure how the water gets there because there's a bloody big rock in the way. Does it just seep up from underground? Because that bit's actually higher than the water behind it. But visually, you can't see that from the tee anyway. So yeah, that's great, mate. Really, really nice. Really, really nice. I mean, that's a good use of big rocks. I mean, there's some decent sized rocks there, but they're not stupid big like those ones yesterday. Oh, mate, don't waste 45 minutes of your life, Seagull. It's just it was an absolute shambles yesterday. Absolute shambles. If you want to laugh, the guys did enjoy seeing me be something like, I think I was 7 over par after 9 holes. So if you want to see how not to play this game, then go and have a look. It's fed from the back, underneath, through somehow. I love that. Love that. Mate, I'm looking at stuff that you wouldn't normally look at, so don't worry about me. Do not pay any attention to what I'm saying, mate. Don't pay any attention. Yesterday's video will give you a migraine, mate. It will give you a migraine. I like that, Dan. I like that. Oh, I love that. Love it. I would imagine with the master clubs, you're banging that right in the middle of that bit there. Pro clubs, I mean, good thing is it's not playing incredibly long, so I can drop this all the way down to the 2 wood. But wind behind, strong wind behind, I'd probably go for that. So just as a matter of interest, Ariel, Ninja, Rohan, do you guys? I mean, you guys are all creators. Do you guys play golf? I think Ninja said he does. I think I've heard him say he does it already, but I would imagine you do based on that comment. Tiger 2 under par through 3 holes, so he's going along really nicely. So Ariel plays real golf, or golf in real life. Ninja does, yeah. The funny thing is that I have great ideas for golf holes. It's just I'm rubbish at creating them. Maybe I should try and explain to somebody who's a creator and try and get a sort of a collaborative course going. Because I've got the ideas for the course. It's just executing the actual creation is completely different. Right, what are we going to end up with here? 12 under par. No, that's a par. That was a par. It wasn't a birdie. It was a par. I do apologise. So we end up 11 under par. 6 on the front, 5 on the back. Really solid round. A really solid course, mate. It is a really, really enjoyable play. And, you know, with a little help from Ariel, I think that you know, if he's willing to offer you some tips and tricks on certain areas, I think I would like to come back and have another go at this. I think I would really like to come back and play a second version of this one. So by all means, let me know. I mean, you can see there, fairways in regulation right where I want it to be. Greens in regulation a little lower, but the putts per hole 1.3. And that's not because the greens are easy. It's because the approach shots allow you to get closer to the holes, so the putts aren't difficult. You did notice that the ones that I had that were 20 feet and beyond, they were the ones that I parred. All the others, I was banging them in really closely. Let's have a quick look. Okay, you guys are having a bit of bants there. Guys, I want to say thank you very much for tuning in today. For those of you that are watching live, for those of you that are watching this on YouTube after the fact, thank you very much. If you'd like to leave some recommendations and or some comments, pop them into the box below. Lovely to see the chat having its own sort of banter and bit of fun in between me having a look at it. So keep it up, guys. It's nice to see you guys communicating with one another. I will be back tomorrow for another course playthrough. If you guys enjoyed this, please leave a like. If you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button, and I will see you here around between 6 and 7 for a start tomorrow. But until then, guys, take care. See you tomorrow. Bye bye now.